Live? Am I even live? Hello? Hello? Moshi moshi. Wait, how do you say moshi moshi in Korean? Yeah, do that some other time. Hang on. Give me a longer list. Okay, I'm still continuing the poster design, the world design. It's actually getting, it's interesting how some of the things are playing out, I think. For example, if I use VR chat worlds and stuff like that, we have to use something that provides that sort of blue light that we want. And I'm not really sure how this part over on the left here is gonna work out, actually. Maybe it would be not this bright, because I think if she wants to enjoy the environment, we might have to nuke the screen here, and then instead maybe just have like, I don't know if there's any UI out there that can actually allow me to have something in a way where it shows music that's playing but without being too intrusive. That would be nice if we can do that. Oops. Alright, that's number one. Number two. Okay, I need a battle royale for this. Let me see. Lore, consistent detail that sells the original devotionalized stencil and the replacement behind it. Oh, I know that. I know that. Don't tell me that. Write a personal prayer should never disappear. Wow. ChatGPT. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. Okay. Today. I'm just gonna work on the posters here, stuff on the wall. It's gonna take a while. Take a while. Nah, nothing distracting, right? So that sequence is getting cancelled. Alright, so hey ChatGPT, are there any streaming services with dark UIs that would not hurt your eyes at night with the lights off? Let me clarify, music only. It's kind of ghetto, no? Oh, the screen could just be off then. Okay, I see how it is. Hello George. How are you today? Everyone's probably playing Anvil, I imagine. I have, oh, George, I have played a little bit just so I can claim the thing. I see what you mean by the grave. I think I've gotten spoiled before, and this is what I mean by I don't really care about spoilers because I'm gonna forget about it anyways. I think I've seen that scene before. Could have sworn I've seen that scene before, but good stuff. Although I don't know how, it's very confusing, honestly, because if you create stuff like that and you're saying that it's a logical chronological continuation of the original game, hello Uni, then why are there so many characters that look exactly the same is my question. It's kind of not really sure how that works. I know why my phone looks so weird. I didn't give it any perspective. There's no tapering. This is perfectly parallel. Broski. Maika, I'll just fix it in final. Yes. Yeah, no, because George was recommending that I check out the graveyard yesterday, if I recall, and I did play enough to basically get to a point where we can claim it. I didn't realize that it was unlocked, so I played a little bit longer. I got to the point where you and Pelika first went down to the planet, and then after you crash a motorbike and you fought off like where they teach you to stagger the enemies, that's what I quit. I just kind of quit. I imagine it's still pretty early in the process, in the tutorial or something, I don't know. But I realized that you can claim stuff. I just claimed it, and I'm just kind of like, okay, I guess I'm not playing anymore. But yeah, George just wanted me to see that there is stuff that mentioned the original game, and I just wanted him to know that I did see it. Thank you very much, George. Yeah. This is gonna take really long, this piece, but at the same time, I'm kind of glad that like it taking long has been very helpful in terms of me figuring out stuff that I want and don't want. So this screen is actually gonna be black. I'm gonna do that. Yeah. It's I feel like I want to play, but I feel like I would lose if I gave in to the hype, because like so many times before I gave in to the hype and I spent so much time playing games instead of doing what I should be doing. So I'm just really scared. I just don't want to touch it if possible. But free stuff? Yeah, I gotta get my free stuff. 100%. Give me all the free stuff. Please. Hmm. For free if you log in. Oh, really? Wait, what? Do you get it immediately, or are there like is there like a time thing or something? Sorry, like you have to log in however many days kind of thing. It's a daily thing. I see, I see. Oh man. Of course, of course. Of course it's a daily thing. Hello, Ba. Just like day 4 or something? Is not that much, I see. Yeah, I got the 4 redeem codes. Like, if you just search on Google, Google's AI actually picks it up, which is kind of funny. I need to know what iPhone UI looks like, actually. Does iPhone still allow you to connect wire headphones? Is that a thing still with the USB-C? Wire earbuds. Is that a thing still? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. Is it? Wait, how old is this post? 2023? Ah man, it's good enough. Unless it works. iPhone, the music app screen. Meow, 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 meow. Wait, I have an iPhone. Why can't I just use my... What? Where's the music app? Oh, it's here. I gotta turn down my music, my sound here. It doesn't open up the big screen here. Like this, I see. I'm trying to make things as real as possible, so I'm just going through the trouble of making sure that things look correct. For the lighting to work, I'm gonna make sure that the screen on the left is gonna just be turned off. And then instead of listening to music via the computer, I'm just gonna make it so that she's using the app on the phone instead. Cool. I'm gonna realize my phone screen is not long enough again or something. Oh, right. Let me just do like this first. I don't think this would be what she's listening to, but we can start here. How big is it relative to my mouse? Oh, it's quite a lot bigger actually. My mouse might be too big actually. No, but it's like just about the right size of the keyboard. So my phone is just drawn too small. Yeah. I'm assuming the word say is replace say replace the word no. But I'm not aware. That would explain like the 10 bajillion things I saw on Twitter today. Everyone's posting like this congratulatory art. Congratulations on Arknight's successful launch, but except they had the whole issue with PayPal when some guy linked his PayPal account and everyone else's stuff went to his PayPal account instead or something. Oh, Saw? It's not for Enfield? Oh. Hoshi Alter event. Oh, like the original Arknights. I think I logged in briefly just to check it out to see if I get any free pools. I didn't get anything good, by the way. Very sad. I cry every time. Wait, what? 190 rows? What? Is it worth it? Is that good? Arknight's art event? Art event? Why am I searching in Twitter? Oh my god, I am so dumb, dude. Arknight's Arc event? Art event, bro. It's not a... Actually, I don't know where you even go. Maybe it's on the official website or something. I know Hoshi's I'm gonna cry. 5 copies of Haruka. Who the hell is Haruka? Who is that? Lost 5 times? Oh wow, okay. But you're so committed now. Who the hell is Haruka? Never seen this character before. Who's the artist? No idea who that is either. Yes, Neon Rain Project is this thing. Still very tempted. I think I'm still gonna ignore everything related to art and competitions and stuff for the most part this year. We can try to consider it, but my main issue is always with getting a little bit too caught up with certain things here. Submission has already began. Oh, okay. Oh, sorry, that's video. Oh, it's the same. So create a publish to event tags. Let me see the event tags. Sorry, what do you mean copied? Oh. During the event period, upload event submit. The fuck is wrong with the buttons? $200. Can I get paid in a random? Can I get paid in Enfield? Normal is the video. Ah, I see. The prices aren't good, but I'm still gonna make something. I see. True. I feel like there's a lot of things, right? That is like, you know, hey, this is only gonna be available now. Who knows if it's coming back again? You know, that kind of stuff. But I also don't want to get too caught up in it because I feel like I don't know. Right now, it kind of aligns with what we're doing anyway, so it's not really that bad, right? And it will give us a good reason, good reason to push the limits a bit, but. Oh, I see. Video and art. What is the rules for this? What are the rules for this? Original in-game activity videos on the this video. Oh my god. Original artwork any social media platform with the hashtags Arknights and Neon Rain during the ATO to enter submit your work providing the required information and the public link to your post. All entries must be original creations made specifically for this contest. The artwork must be created after January 16th. Okay. Each UID is allowed to submit only 1 entries to the okay. Related to the ATO event. Okay, I have no idea what the event is. No restrictions on the composition. Ensure clear, high quality. Recommend at least 3000 by 3000. 300 DPI. Okay. Related to the event. So basically, just fan art of the 2 characters will probably suffice. Oh. Okay, this is I gotta figure out this part. Yeah, it's only until the 4th of Feb. 2 more weeks. Actually, it's kind of surprising that 4th of February has 2 more weeks. Huh. I feel like it would have been like just next week or something. We are on the 22nd. So guarantees the originality. They'll be disqualified, increasing controversies regarding the compliance of AI generated. To maintain fairness, it would be invalidated. AI related, okay. Good wording, I suppose. Must not involve third-party copyrighted materials or elements from other games or brands. Okay. Photoshopping official art or other character graphics as well as art not originally made by the applicant is not allowed. Submissions must include any form of watermark. Oh, sorry, must not include. Title, display name, descriptions. Oh, ooh. I should copy the rules. Very, very comprehensive. Through a single account, multiple player. Each collaborator may only win one prize. Summoning. Okay. All in-game items are limited to the recipient. Do they mean recipient? Wait, limited to the recip and use it. Okay. That's not an official endorsement of the winner's past statement of position. Well, okay, that's covering some kind of basis for sure. There. Okay, so yeah, I mean, it makes it kind of interesting because that means stuff like what you see here. Like, this is clearly photo bash, right? So I'm wondering, does that constitute as violating third party, like other people? Because it's clearly someone else's photo. I'm not going to Japan to take photos. So how does that work, right? Also, I feel like in order to win, you probably need to play the event a little bit just to understand what's happening at the lore. Hey, ChatGPT, can you summarize the lore for me? Could be good. It could be good. But yes, thank you for letting me know, Uni. Interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it wouldn't be too hard or out of the way if I'm being honest. The original planned execution for what, like, the next piece, right? The piece that we're currently doing was meant to be more of a color related piece. So less of environment, less of props and stuff like that. It was just meant to be colors. But then I kind of got distracted. And here we are. Over here. Oh, it's Akia, I see. Just one of the new characters NPC. Right, yeah. I always feel like I should be more aware of the stuff. Because I would hate to have spent hours on something and just to realize that it doesn't really make a lot of sense lore-wise or in-universe-wise. That I would absolutely hate. But if you keep it simple enough where it's really just like character and whatchamacallit, fan art of the character, then like no lore involved. Yeah, but if I were to execute on this, I cannot spend too much time on the ideation then. So I'm just collecting some stuff out based on what I've seen today. There were a few, because of the Anfill, everyone's congratulating them. There was a lot of art posted, and a lot of these arts have the kind of color balance that I wanted, that I couldn't find before. I mean, I'm sure I've seen it before, but it just so happens to come up. So I'm just gonna stack it onto here. Let me take a quick look at what Arknight's APO is about. Wow, it was the 38th side story and the 5th carnival event. 7th event in the summertime beats story. Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't know what any of these are. So it's just this Haruka lady. Hoshi Alter, and then there's like 2 other characters I see. The sequence would be run according to something else. Yeah, something like this would be nice, right? One sort of. So what are they? Like green and I guess red. Interesting. It's entirely within the means of possibility. Means of possibility? Within our means here? Well, like, these ones are like the perfect reference for that then. Nothing special about the environment. Character focused, but still very pretty and colorful. Sasara. Okay. I think I'm getting like a random character. I don't know who this is. Let me see who Arknight Sasara is. Whoa, why is it telling me safe search is off? Yes, pay your tithe. I can't find this Sasara character, but it's all good. Sazara, perhaps? I think I saw autocorrect for Sazara. Oh, there's a Sazara with a H in there. Sorry, no, that also nothing came out. Never mind. Never mind. Oh no, there is a Sasara. Is it this pink girl? Sarasa? Oh, Sarasa. Oh, okay. I'm also blind. Holy shit. It was right in front of me. I thought this is Sasara. Well, okay, yeah. Like, they really like this really round shape here by the face, huh? Also, like, what? This is like an actual triangle. This is the actual triangle. Man, I can never be a character designer. I will need to make every single thing here that I see make sense. Like, this makes no sense. It will be so distracting for me if it's not. Like, if I were to make a anime, I'm 100% sure like everyone would be wearing the same clothes because like it'd be like the uniform, right? Everyone would be wearing the same thing. And they will just have like stickers or some minor adjustments to show their personality, and that would be that. Holy. 10 bajillion things. Let me see. What? Does her clothing show the tummy? I didn't see that. I guess it does. Whoa, this is this Min? This has to be Min. This feels so Min. This piece is so mean. Min here, over here. The lines, oh my god, dude. The lines and the color. And then this this rendering. The very squarish and angular shapes here. Very cool. Wait, did Min take care of everything then? I can't tell for the other ones. Huh. This looks like Min again. I think we can do something for this, for sure. If we just focus on characters and not worry about the environment. Find a good set of color palette that plays well with the hair, with the red and green contrast. We can do character focus art while maintaining focus on colors still. That would be pretty cool. And then we can just enter this. I'll probably do some brainstorming off stream then. Currently my brain is coder for this. But yeah, thank you, Uni. Very good stuff. In the meantime, I mean, I kind of have to do some poster design myself, but just for this piece. Dang, this piece is gonna be insane. I don't know if I'm gonna render it. Jesus. All meant to be this long. Meow, 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 meow. I kind of do the meow, meow, meow thing at work as well. I think people just kind of gave up. I get too tired, and then my filter turns off, and then I just start saying meow like what I do here as well. Except they don't even hear the music because I hear it in my head. So yeah, very well adjusted individual at work. I'm sure all my coworkers like me. Huh. I think I'm happy. That would be the best case scenario. Also, this environment building is actually coming full circle. Actually, there's a lot of things that are slowly tying up the ends now. Because I was looking for VR chat worlds, right? And then there was this one world in the past that I used to go, which is very blue, right? Which will fit the sort of color scheme that I want to use. And it will also make sense. So, oh yeah, we have the full thing here. It will also make sense for the lighting that we choose. The color and then the strength and everything, right? Because it's a very bright spot and it's blue. So it's great. It's perfect. But then it's also a metaphor for her because she is kind of lost by staring into the light. So in a sense, she's kind of looking into the light and contemplating life. And I'm going to make 2 posters actually. Well, they're not going to be full posters or anything. The most important things are the words. But if you guys know about Warhammer 40k, there is this faction of soldiers. They're called the Krieg. And the idea is that these guys, they were originally loyal to the Emperor. And then at some point, there was a rebellion. And in order to fight the rebellion, so the loyalists and the rebellion people, they fought. But then they launched nukes. The loyalists launched the nukes and destroyed the planet. And as a result, the planet can no longer contribute to the Emperor's cause. So what happens afterwards is that they just kind of brainwash everyone. So all the soldiers think that the only thing in life is to die. Because when they die, they get to sort of pay for the price. Like pay for the sins that the rebellious people did, right? Which led to the planet getting destroyed. So in a sense, it's very much like a death for redemption kind of situation. So that might play well into Faye's own sort of line of thinking. So I'm asking ChatGPT to create a bunch of slogans that may or may not work, that may or may not exist in terms of like whatever that these Krieg people might say. So I'm gonna have one poster for this, and then we have another one for the Emperor. With Emperor striked out, and now I'm just gonna put Ria's name over there. Maybe I'll just put Ria's photo over there or something. So we can have 2 of these guys. So at a glance, it looks like some kind of cozy late night gaming kind of vibe thing. But then if you look closely at it, and if you know the character and all the imagery and all the ideas behind everything, it will be a bit darker. But anyways, so that's the kind of plan now. I will have to... So first of all, figure out the headphone situation here. That's my phone. I don't care about the phone. Do I care about the phone? No, I do care about the phone. I don't want to put it on the phone though. Because this is already... Yeah, a lot of stuff over here is going to overlap. Where did my book go? Yeah. Alright, it's over here. Oh, maybe I can use something else that doesn't overlap at all. Yeah, like this is great. So I'm going to put my... I'm gonna make it clear that she's listening to music. And then the music I've also chosen out is a music that I used to listen to like over 10 years ago. It's very empty. and it's very spacey. It's got a lot of space in it. Like, it feels very open, like you're in an open space, that kind of vibe. And it'll play really nice with the whole sort of game world that she is in at this point in time. There you go. That's all I need to do. I need a glass of something here. Another glass. Let's see. Let's do. Wait, are there Warhammer 40k glasses? Wait a second. Oh, there are, but they're kind of lame though. They're just printed on. It's not like the shape is very unique or anything. Although that would make it a lot harder to paint, but... Alright, let's just do like a normal, kind of like a whiskey glass. Oh. How do you... Such a mess though. Is this AI? The perspective doesn't make sense. Dang it, dude. Everything looks like AI now. This is so good. Especially like stuff like glass and like there's like a lot of like the fancy glass, there's a lot of reflection going on. It's like it could just be AI and I wouldn't know. Man, this sucks. Sure, you guys have heard and seen the news. AI companies are on track to lose money. OpenAI is gonna lose $14 billion this year, if things keep up, that is. Which I don't imagine why anything would change, unless they are like super gonna break through, get a super breakthrough somewhere. But if they do that, they will have to invest a lot of money too, right, in order to achieve that. And they're gonna probably charge a lot, and people won't be able to afford. Because if they don't charge a lot, then the computation is gonna eat up their funding too. So I don't know. It seems like they're kind of doomed. I don't think there's any way out of it. Everyone kind of hates it. Yeah, there's gonna be some amount of it left. I'm just wondering how much of it would be. I know my work efficiency will go down by a lot. But we deal with that when it happens. Unnecessary sacrifice. For the Emperor. For the Emperor indeed, because the Imperial Man hates AI. For the Emperor indeed. I also asked my friend about. I also asked Lego Mia about the 40k ideas that we have here. So we might get a Kriegsman Mini. We might get a Dreadnought. Then the Balter works, so that's fine. I should really stop. Sometimes I'm sighing not because I'm stressed, it's just because I can't breathe properly. But I do that at work as well, and I just realized today that I might be sighing really loudly when I'm going to the cafeteria and walking around by myself. It's self-conscious. Maybe I should stop before before someone approaches me about it. It's kind of funny. It's easy to forget to breathe sometimes. Mine looks like a waste paper basket actually. It looks like netting instead because it's too connected. My tablet's gonna not play nice today, it seems. But I mean, this no matter what is going to be an execution thing though. It's not like I can really draw glass that well here. I mean, it would just be rendering now then with the shadows. I don't know, maybe she would care enough to actually have like a whiskey glass with like actual a ball of ice in it. I'm gonna try and do some rudimentary rendering here. I don't know if it even works. If is good enough. What's my red layer? Delete? Yeah, that's good enough, I think. Okay, I need a pen. I do have a pen on my table, right? Yeah. How big is it relative to my phone? It's about the same size? Okay, how big is it to the mouse? Jerry, why am I doing this? I already have a phone. Oh, let me just grab a pen. I'm just gonna trace it. Maybe a pencil's easier, less moving parts, less like details here. Who uses pencils nowadays, right? Other than artists. Oh, but she would have pencils actually. She would have pencils because if she's sewing. Wait, let me see. Oh, okay, there are these ones. Right. I kind of forgot about these ones. The type of pencils where you kind of peel, and then you can tear off like a layer off the sort of wrapping, and then you expose more lead that way. Oh yeah, these are very nostalgic. I remember in the past, people would share these by breaking them in half because it wouldn't be a problem. Just break it in half here. Very cool. I don't have a one that's perfectly angled, so I'm just gonna grab any random old picture here. Yeah, I don't know if you guys used these before. Like the part that you hold is not wood. It's like paper, but it's wrapped around the center core, and then there's this thread there. So you would take that thread and you would tear a little bit. You would pull it towards the other side, right? And then you would tear the paper, and then you can then tear the paper around the entire pencil, and then you will expose more stuff for you to use. Also, I'm getting deja vu right now about this pencil thing. You never used this before? This thing is kind of fun. I guess it's not really gonna be that obvious here what I'm trying to go for, but I'm doing my due diligence of figuring out stuff. I think the sort of competency that I want to achieve is including all of these kind of things, so that if I want to design an environment for a character, I can just kind of brainstorm about all these props and know that they actually exist. And then the world will be like super accurate to what we have in here, and it will be a little bit more relatable. People will notice it. People who know will notice it, and then they would be like, "Oh shit, look at that! I've used that before." And this string will get super long, obviously, right? Because it runs the length of the pencil. So the more you tear, the longer that string would be. Then I should probably erase a bit of it so that we show that it's being used to write. I mean, all these are like just pushing pixels, but I think it's a thought that counts. To just cultivate that idea, sorry, that attention to detail. So further down the line, when things actually do matter, we actually do not have a habit of slacking off here. It will be, I imagine this will be pretty helpful one day. I remember back when I first started out too, it's like I spent a lot of time trying to make the lines clean. Part of it might just be OCD or something. But I always thought that it would probably help me one day with getting cleaner lines and stuff like that, so I kept it up. Wow, this is so hard. There's a layer of glass in front, there's a ball of ice, then there's the glass behind, all while being surrounded by liquid. Like, what are you supposed to do here? How are you supposed to render this? Hello? Is this humanly possible? Yeah, I say as I keep drawing it. Only one way, and that is forwards. Forwards. Sorry, why am I doing that? This way. Okay. Okay, so I think the props on the table, let me see my notes here. So photo of Ria is gonna go there. VRC is in here. This screen is gonna be black. Tissue, just leave it for now. Earpiece is here. Alcohol is here. We need more props up there. Maybe post-it notes over here, figure and stuff like that. So I'm gonna continue my Warhammer 40k nonsense here. Primarily it's gonna be the poster. So which one needs to be first is the thing, because one of them is more. Definitely Ria's one would be more apparent, more visible, because we need it to be, she would want to see that more than the other one. For the Emperor posters. Oh, the enemies of the Emperor still draw breath. There can be no peace. Right, and then if I can hide the other poster, that would be nice, because it would be her inner thoughts kind of vibe, right? So it'd be a bit more hidden. But I do need it to still be visible. Actually, it would be even more poetic if it's like on this wall somehow, like maybe on the window, or maybe on the side, I don't know, but it's kind of blocked by the stuffed animals. So in a way, it's trying to say that all these thoughts are kind of held behind by the stuffed animals, or like just the stuff that that she likes, that keeps her going. It could be interesting. We can put it in the top shelf here and then have it hide behind the... Oh yeah, we could. So I can have it in the top shelf and have it hide behind all the slightly more explicitly stuff, perhaps, because that would fit into the original character design, character lore. More of the dopamine hit that's kind of keeping everything in check. Let me grab some Arknight's Enfield numbers, actually. might be too early now. I don't think anyone's bothered making stuff like that just yet, like resource packs and stuff. The numbers look really cool when I was fighting. That was the boss right in the beginning, the mini boss. I don't know if it's a big boss. Maybe it's kind of big. It's got the countdown. Oh no, it's not the countdown I want. Come on. What's the boss name? Oh, is Erignus? I spelled this right. Okay, never mind, none of that. Let's just use what's that called? Nixie tubes then. Just for aesthetics. Very Steins Gate. Been so long. Wait, but if I were to show numbers, we kind of need meaning to them. Let's see. Let's see, blood pressure readouts. Okay, now I have to ask ChatGPT. So if you're like really relaxed, what's a good number for? So when really relaxed, what's a good readout? What's a nominal readout, I guess? For blood pressure. And what is another set of values for when you are really stressed? Okay. What about when you are really sad and thinking about bad stuff? Those are cool but expensive. Nixie tubes. I really wanted like one of those Nixie tube random number generator things that Steins Gate kind of popularized. I mean, it's just they were the only ones that kind of had that. It's from Steins Gate, but so I have the relaxed blood pressure and I have the stress one, and then this one is when you're really sad and thinking about death. It's mostly pretty low, I imagine. Normal or slower, shallow and low breathing, parasympathetic, shutdown rather than fight or flight. Okay, so it's more sleepy, right? It would be more on that side. Less adrenaline, blood pressure can lower or flatter, not flatten, flatter. Wow, I'm learning about a lot of useless stuff. Okay. And then we just need a UI for this. Let me see. What about pulse? Right, what about pulse? What about pulse? I'm surprised ChatGPT isn't sending me like numbers to call already. I think the last time I had a discussion about my character, it was telling me that if you're feeling suicidal, you should call this number. Why a heavy sadness? Right, but then the numbers don't really mean too much though, given her different physiology here. But it's still based in humans, I guess. Okay. So I need to grab these numbers out. Let me see. I'm just gonna use whatever that Mr. GPT suggested here. But it looks so stupid though to have like Nixie tube fonts on this thing. Who cares? This is the one thing maybe I'll allow myself. I think it could be kind of weird. It's very hard to read, I think, is the thing. It's so thin, the font. Actually, I should just look for a font. What am I doing? I'm about to trace it. Like, hang on. Like C2 font. Do I not have it, actually? Haven't I been here before? No, I don't have it. But then actually this font is pretty close, I think. Maybe I just use this font, actually. Let's not waste too much time on this. Delete. So on 105. 68. Huh? Oh. 61. It wouldn't be like this necessarily. Okay. Good enough. Deal with the other problems some other time. Apply transformation, yes. Rasterize, yes. And now I just adjust them into place. I should probably scale them together first. Oh no, I should adjust everything in place. And then I can figure out the... Ooh, it's kind of hard to do. Right, and then we have like a really small one. Yes. Which layer does this go on? Whichever one that works. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just hope. What? Oh. No, that's the monitor one. Let's do it on the... This is junk. I'll keep it on here. Oh. Cool. Alright, now what? I need my posters. Maybe I get the Dreadnought first because it could be easier, I think, because I just take a photo. So Warhammer 40k Dreadnought mini. Look at that, fancy. I do need the correct perspective. Oh, wait, I need that. Maple Story Cover isn't working 1 hour. I need one of these guys up here. Actually, how big are these guys? How big is this? Um, roughly 5.5 centimeters tall. Crap. How big was my cheap Walmart speaker again? Put it up. Bro. I swear there's a number here somewhere. It's not. Oh, it's here. Wait, what? This is a different thing. Alright. Let's say if you're wondering, this address is not my address. I don't know where it's getting it from. This here, I think I scaled it to this. So 5 centimeters would be only like the knife. It's really tiny though. Kind of inclined to make it bigger. Given this angle, I think it's there about this. See if it fits here. Oh, right, this is not clean. Let's just do it like this. And it looks about right. Yeah, I get that minis. Okay, so this is less of a mini and more of a figure, because like a mini, they need tons and tons and tons of it to play the game, I think. Which I still don't. I've never actually looked up the rules. I wonder how many would you need. So they can't have it that big. This is like huge in comparison. Because I only want to draw one, right? I think that's the limit. I'm not going to draw more than one. So we just have a big one. And then maybe sits here. Oh, if this is the case, the perspective doesn't really work then. Probably need to be closer like this. It's kind of big. Oh wait, no, shit. I have this here. Right, what is the plan, right? I can also knock this out here. Yes. Lead me to the slaughter. I never played the games, by the way. But I just get a lot of YouTube shorts. I'm thinking where I should have this red knot, because this is a logical spot. But if I'm gonna do that setup with the poster that says what does it say? What should we use actually? Only in death is redemption granted, that kind of stuff. And I want it to be hidden behind other stuff. this is also like a possible spot for setting that up, right? So it's either here in this corner or here on this part here. But I don't understand the... We could change the environment, of course. But I also don't understand what I'm looking at in the reference here. I don't know what this space is. It's got to be like a window thing that they just kind of have it boarded up or something, blocked. Okay, I'm gonna go to the washroom. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, that was the original sequence. Interesting. Find out. What's that? I was gonna use official stuff for this, I think. It's Marine. We need the font. Hammer font. Be good. Want to use for Warhammer 40k. Oh, that was fast. Black Ladder Gothic. I'm not looking for fonts, by the way, is what I'm doing behind the scenes. Trying to set up a quick poster here. Cloister Black. How do I find this stuff? Oh, I have it here. Alright. So if I just take shit. How do you spell redemption? It's not a word you use in daily life, holy crap. Something like this. Oh, where did my other half? I just copy and paste it. Like a simple setup would be like this, I imagine. Should it be capitalized? I guess it should just be capitalized. Let me capitalize it. Wait, where did my thing go? Oh, here. True, yeah. Redemption. Army stencil? Army stencil Gothic rough. Wow. Oh. No, but this is like a more fancy one. Let's keep it like this first. We can combine both. Why don't I just bring it first? I'm gonna fit it in here. This is not legible. It looks like a different font too. Wait, what changed? This is the same font, right? Oh. One, two, three, four. Okay. Font.com. Oh, nothing came up. Okay. Maybe this is more readable. Alright, I'm trying to think. So I think it makes sense that the word redemption is the biggest. Because you're downplaying death and you're upplaying the value for it. So that would make sense. I don't know if I want punctuation. I think it kind of makes sense. But my R is capitalized though. Does that matter? Who cares, right? Actually, yeah, actually, where am I gonna put this for it to be visible in its entirety? Because my text is split between top and bottom. I don't have space for that. Okay, so unless I sort of have it over here. I might have to put this below then. Actually, it's kind of interesting. I don't think the character will even be visible. Let me try this. Wrong button. Not gonna fit anywhere else, I don't think. Okay, so I'm gonna use this as the anchor here real quick. And I want to put in the proper grid around it so I can figure out exactly where the things are gonna be. Oh, it looks like we're pretty accurate actually. That's the case, I don't really need that then. So our stuffed animals are gonna just be around this region here. Depending on what we put, some of the text will and may not be blocked and may be visible, that kind of stuff. And then what about this region here, right? Maybe this should have been smaller. Let's see. Oh. You know, say it. Smaller means more parts of the poster is visible, and I think we do kind of want that. It's also a bit higher on the wall, so I guess I'm saying that this wall here is just gonna be flat. And we kind of only have this amount of space here, I think, for stuff to be. That's fine, I think. And if there's always stuff here anyway, so I imagine it wouldn't be too odd for the rest of the wall on this side here to be empty, because it wouldn't be visible anyways, so she wouldn't put anything there. So that also checks out. Can I extract the original out here? Check. Done. Okay, I need one more. Up here. Let's see, what about font for... Very different from a Battlefield slogan, ceremonial, reverent, and unshakably formal. Line of devotion, okay. And then suggest the same font to me, yeah, thank you very much. Roman scriptures. Oh, doesn't exist on this side. Okay, what about this? It could still be militarized, right? It could still be militarized. Doesn't have any power though. Read a sequence required for this one. Oh, right, actually. Oh, it's this thing. Oh, yeah, I don't need that. Alignment sequences checked. Oh, let's make this a purely text-based one. So it would be... Okay. So I want a purely text-based poster. Maybe about joining and committing to the cause for the Emperor. Give me many different kinds of ideas. Then the way we approach this would be different. Instead of finding actual pictures, it would just be iconography. So let's see. It would just be very text heavy. Let's do less Krieg and more. Oh, there is the Two Eagles version, but I think that one's a little bit too close to home for... it's very heavily based off of World War II Germany, isn't it? But or maybe just use the Scowl one then. I need something better than this though, if I can help it. Warhammer Battle Royal, a Mill Official Edition. What is this? What do you... Acadia stands. Give any line that end with the word. Stand fast and serve the legacy of the cause great service. Oh, this is pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, then Warhammer 40k words on posters. Okay, this one's definite army stencil then. Stencil Gothic, it would be... I need something else. What's the difference? Oh, the render size. What? Why would I use the big one then? Oh, it doesn't really work that well. Huh? Oh, that's fine. At least I have something. Can we have a deep philosophical conversation about art? Sure can, brother. Sure, why not? I will be distracted, that is for sure. Oh, misclick. Ah, save the images. What? Save the images? What does that mean? Ah, shit, it's gone. What was it called? Right, Cloister Black. That's what it was. Cloister Black. Trying to make sure I keep these sources safe here. For the stuff that we used here. Astra Militarum. I also need a phrase here, right? This one's really good. Take out arms for the Emperor and at least today. That is very, very much like the kind of poster that I would have in mind, where it's just text. But I kind of want the word to kind of Emperor to end in the at the end there, because then she can like have a like paste a photo of Rhea there. That'd be kind of interesting. Just do this step by step here. Copy, 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 copy. Where's copy? Oh, no copy. Alright, I'll copy image link. That's my work. It's not really better than my screenshot, is it? I feel like my screenshot's better. Oh, but if that's the case, I can probably get the whole thing. So I need to bring these guys in. This is the first poster, right? Actually, I can move it over here. It's the same size anyways, right? Yeah, it is. And then on this side here, Control U, drop set. Brightness, contrast up. Brightness down. Convert brightness to opacity. So now we just have this thing here. So I don't know what the difference is between the two logos here. This one and the one with the two eagle heads. Sorry, what? Alright, what heresy is this that the word Emperor is smaller than 4D? Oh yeah, the spacing is all kind of weird too, because it was not meant to be blown up like this. I mean, you have to think about the sizing and the positioning and all that for a bit, but at least conceptually, this is kind of what I'm thinking of. Enlist today can be a little bit, but enlist today is the call to action though. For all intents and purposes, this should be one of the bigger words as well. Not to mention the word Emperor is huge in this case. Because we need to put it on the wall, and then I need to cover it. Actually, even if we just have one, I think the idea would be driven home. I think it'll be fine. Let me see. So which word should be bigger? So here. So for this, what should the font size be for each word? What should be emphasized? Take up arms is call to action. I mean, they're all kind of call to action. Most important emotionally, the heart of the poster is for the Emperor. Enlist today, instruction actionable next step. Okay. So ChatGPT suggested this hierarchy. I think those were bigger, yeah. So It would make sense. How does positioning look though? I wonder. Trying to look for more of like similar, just text-based posters here. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Actually, this one goes hard, man. This one is really good. This one is really good. This one is really good. I like this one. We can try to follow the same pattern, I guess. Right, in terms of sizing. So it'd be take up arms. Yeah, I think I probably need the do I need it? I could manually position it, right? Because I'm thinking it would be a lot easier if I have the font installed. And all I do is type it out and just change font size. Instead of freaking resizing each individual word and trying to adjust the spacing, but I can do it like I can do it later. I think right now it's just like a proof of concept. Because installation, I have to find a file and then make sure that I can use it. A lot of work. Salute your emperor. Into South Imperial Thunder. Oh. Oh, it's here. God damn it. Can't find it. Yeah, maybe the font could have been thicker. Can I have, is there an option to change it? But it would be a different font name, I think. It would not be Stencil Gothic. It might be Stencil Gothic Bold or something. Let me see if I can find more. Well, not really. Stencil. Show variants? Submit. There are no variants. Okay, thank you. Oh, it's free for personal use, it says here. Let's get a border going and maybe get some lines in here. Maybe that would look nice. Wow, this looks so good though. This looks so good. They've got like the gray showing like different rows of artillery. That's big brained. I wish I had a big brain. What can I put in here? Any form of weapons, right, would be fine. Also, I just realized I kind of messed up the logo because of the adjustments I did. So let's just nuke everything. Control A, shrink. Can I have a bit more of a border here? Let's get these physically aligned in the correct order here. Cool. Yeah, very lackluster. Very lackluster. I might check with my friend to see if there's anything that already exists. Perhaps. Check. Thank you very much. Let's just extract. 1, 2. Good enough. Did I bring the other one in here? I did, right? Okay, I should bring that in here. Check over here. No, let's bring up. Huge. Yeah, okay, I need to get the... First of all, lower this opacity. Click on a ball. I need my guidelines here. I need at least one of these lines here. I don't know where it's supposed to end here. Ooh. Back to work. String. We have the stuffed animals juxtaposed against this. Oh my god, it's gonna look super stupid because we're gonna have Warhammer 40k stuff here. Then there's gonna be a bunch of furry coated shit here and around here and around here. And yeah, I mean that's fine, I think. That I don't need anymore. I can make that anytime, right? I'm just gonna delete it. Because I'm also deciding that screen is gonna be black anyways. Speaking of that, where is that texture? I want to keep all the textures on the same thing. Oops. Oh my god. Okay. Let's do a quick brief. Tone curve? Level adjustment? Level adjustment? No, tone curve. Shit. I just want to make sure it's not that dark. The darkest part and not that dark. Should be just fine, and I'm gonna nuke this part here. That's going to be blank. Also, the only light source will be from this part here. And I feel like I kind of want to make it a little bit more obvious as VR chat. I think most people would not know that it is VR chat. If you have played VR chat, I think maybe like a couple years ago, you probably would have seen this world. It's not necessarily that popular, but I think it is this decently beautiful enough that people would probably remember it. But regardless, this is the target, right? Okay, let's bring this up. Sorry, what is this? Let's just keep it consolidated in this area here. That's the notebook. Notebook can be merged somewhere else, I think. Oh, let's put it on top. Where is this? There's development. Okay, so notes. Let's go up. This is my resource folder. This is my sketch folder. Oops. What is this? Alright, singular book. Okay, what is this? Notes again. NOTS. Sketch. sketch. What is this? Sketch. This is the sketch. 1, 2. Resource folder, please. Ready? This one. Create a sketch. This one. Empty layer. Right, legacy layer. Alright, we're organized. Very cool. Oh, where did my notes go? Oh, it's on top. Okay. So we have, I need to, okay, let's see. So leave it for the stuffed animals here. This is an empty thing, right? Figure that out some other time. Yeah. Okay. Clusters are done. And now these guys here. Let me see. So idea for these guys would be so she will want to get them. It's on the wall because what? She doesn't want to forget about it? She wouldn't forget about it though, is the thing. Why would it be on the wall though? Visual striking, vision board, inspiration wall, obsession display. Oh, this is a good one. So we can have a photo printed, but then it will have notes on like sort of availability and stuff like that. So it wouldn't just be like a printed photo, which would be kind of pointless, I imagine. You wouldn't need it as a reminder, and if you want to list, you would just have it on in your computer. Strategic planning habit. Would it be tidy and deliberate? So actually it'd be interesting, right? So in an environment where everything is kind of a mess, the things that are organized would show sort of a different side of the character. Yeah, actually no, this works. This works. So I can have the photos up on the wall. Just like a small corner here. And then with post-it notes on it, it would just be 100. Sorry, was it very loud? My words per minute is not that high. I think I've done it before. On a good day, it's only like 90 something. I make a lot of typo mistakes. The thing about like at least ChatGPT is that it's very good at guessing what you're saying anyways, so I kind of just leave it. So there's a bunch of like typos in my messages usually. But I'm trying to ask it how reasonable is it well, I mean, George, like English is my native language. I believe it isn't yours, right? But I need these sort of inflatable images on the wall here. Partly to juxtapose against the Warhammer Grimdark kind of thing. Partly to show her interest. But I need to justify why she would do this, because it doesn't make a lot of sense. But I think right now, I think she would probably do this because she's looking to purchase them. And she maybe will want to have like a more permanent part of the screen here, of her room here, dedicated to just keeping track of what is available and what is not. So I think that is good. I think that will make sense. I'm just gonna dump these photos in. I'm gonna figure out what kind of size I want them to be in a bit. But in the meantime, I think I do need a grid here at this point. Kinda hard to tell what things are supposed to align to if I don't have a grid here. Kore nani? Oh, the dreadnought. Oh. Meow, 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 meow. Very cool. They need to be big enough to sort of show what it is. Actually, there's one more thing that I didn't really get is that if I were to do this, it would be printed on A4 paper, would it not? Shouldn't I prep an A4 size canvas? I think that would make more sense, right? What is the A4 size? I have it here. So if we would have an A4 size canvas, and then on it we would have the photos, for example, like this. And how big would she print? She would probably print a full size, right? Why would you print like a tiny corner? So suppose we have just these two here. I might have to find other photos. I don't know if these are usable like this, but two of them should be enough, I think. It's not like these are the only things that's going to be on the screen here. That's going to be furry related, so that would be fine. That part of here, we have plenty of space to be shown here. And control. I will just make this, let me see. So the trick to doing this would just to be what I always do, I think. If we have an A4 size thing, like layer here, that's strictly A4 size here, it will help with the framing. Also, I'm just gonna put a clipping mask on it. So now if I bring it over, it should maintain that clipping size. Yeah, so I can tell that it's A4 here. So that's fine. I'm just gonna leave it. Move in, please. Move in. Hello? What? Demo. How do I do this? I'm just gonna merge. Don't merge with the black stuff in it. Huge. What do I want? Grid. Okay. Right, how big is A4 then? Now I need to scale to my monitor again. Oh, I have an A4 paper here. It is... Right, I did this yesterday, didn't I? About 1.5. The monitor is at 1.5 times the size, so... About this big. And then once I do this, all the scaling is out the window again. Redo it again. Talking. Sizing looks a bit big. Guess thereabouts. Now I need a reference for... Let's see, let me close all these things. Extra minute. Post-it notes on wall. There's a lot of post-it notes. How about something a little bit less intense? So what would be on the notes, right? It would be stuff like... Usually, I think you would probably put in stuff like where you can buy it and what kind of prices it would have. But I know for a fact that both of these, you can't just buy them. They are limited run stuff only. So it doesn't really make sense. It could just be websites that she's checked. Maybe we don't think about it that far. Maybe we're just going to put in... No, it's barely visible. Oh, right. We do have to balance this now, don't we? Pretty cool. Let's just get more posters on the walls first. Figure about what's on it some other time. If we're gonna get there even. I mean, I didn't even write down the stuff. I'm actually intending to write words on this notepad, by the way. I would actually write down specifically a list of worlds. What about perspective-wise? This looks like pretty accurate perspective-wise. Right, just use the perspective for it. I don't even care. Sorry, why is my brush broken? Oh, I should just use this thing because I'm drawing squares, right? Let's do 1 to 1. Whoa, bro, how did that screw up? What? Why is it doing that? How big is a post-it note? Wait. Oh, look at that. I didn't know people do this. I guess it's like so you can fix 6 of them on like one A4 size paper. Five cm by 5 cm. 3 inches by 3 inches. How big is an inch? Oh, that's okay. So this is the size of the A4, so I'm talking about a third. It will be about this big, I guess. God damn it, bro. This stupid as a perspective grid. You're supposed to help me, bro. Not make it worse. Swear to God. Swear to God, I will light this thing on fire. Oh my God, bro. Oh my God, bro. Holy shit, I hate this thing. Oh, actually, we can even show even more interest here, right? So, because depending on the number of post-it notes, presumably the post-it notes contains information on how to procure the individual items. So if you have a lot more for one of them, I guess it shows your interest for it. Why would she put it in a place where she can't even see? I don't know, but I've done it before, so I guess I wouldn't judge. No, that we couldn't even see, so there's no point for me putting it there. I know. There you go. So now we have a bunch of more storytelling-esque stuff. Let me just show the order of precedence here. It makes more sense to... No, I mean, you know, if you were to paste the first one, you'll be more visible, right? But then you want to paste the second one, then maybe it's not. I do not have anything on my walls, by the way. My walls have always traditionally been like completely pure white. Well, it's kind of yellow, but it's just been empty. I've never had anything. Never really that interested in having things. So that's why I find it really weird, by the way, that she will paste things. Like, think about the work that you have to put in, right? You have to, I guess, put it on open Word document, paste some photos in, get enough ink to actually print it, and then do the printing. And then afterwards, it's kind of just like on your wall now, and then like, what are you gonna do with it? You know, like, I don't know. If I want to look at an image, I would just open up the image browser and look at the image that way. So, yeah, I don't really get this behavior, if I'm being honest. My manager really likes to print things out, but I don't know why he's printing things out. Okay, so that's one stack of stuff, right? We still have a lot of space. Dude, we have spent so much time here, and there's still so much space, by the way. Holy crap. Right, but it's a poster though, right? It's flat. You know, if it's figures and stuff, and stuffed animals, makes sense. Like this bolter gun, you know? You can hold it up, you can wave it around, you can maybe like break something by accident. That's great and all, but like, why would you like print out a piece of paper just so you can look at it? Okay, you know what? I shouldn't be that critical. Because what I did in the past as a kid was that I remember saying this before. I would look at characters that I like, right? And then I would take a giant sketchbook. I would do a study of it in the sketchbook. And then I would put it beside my pillow when I sleep. I'll put it underneath or I'll put it below my oh sorry, I'll put it below my pillow or right beside my pillow. I remember doing that. Oh man, it's like what, 20 something years ago? 20 years ago? Is it 20 yet? Ugh. Very cool. Anyways, the next group of stuff would be all the stuffed animals. Also, I think it's kind of weird that she doesn't have a stuffed animal on top of her. But I think it will make things a little bit too complicated to draw if I were to do that. Because everything is foreshortened, everything is stacking on top of each other. It would be really hard to read. Sorry, George, I don't mean to be critical about what you do. Just very interesting. I need her tail to come out somewhere. I need a little bit of a hint of her tail. The natural direction will be this way based on her butt. But what if it comes out this way? Why would it come out that way though? There's no space for it. I've been meaning to draw like a sketch of her where it's just like her standing. Or like her sitting down or something. Maybe at her desk, and then the tail is just kind of flopping on the ground. The giant ass tail. I think I might have to reevaluate the weight parameters that I've given her. I think the tail is probably at least like double what it currently is. Also, it'd be kind of funny if she's like walking around and her tail just has like a trolley, little trolley with like wheels on it. She doesn't want to lug it around by herself. Ooh, snowy aluminum. It's probably some really... Oh yeah, it is. Now what? Right. Let's see. Okay, I need to think through what we're gonna put here. This part we might deviate from reality here. I am thinking we could get real life stuffed animals and put them in, and only the ones that exist. Oh, I could just make more. Let's just do... which Pokemon would she like though is the thing. We could just do evolution just because it's very safe option. Wait, does she have a favorite color? The easy option, easy answer to that would just be anything that's like brown, because of Rhea. But do we want to full commit into that? Surely should be allowed to like other things. Oh, I guess also this is here now, right? Because the other option is on top. They're not pasted here. I guess I didn't. Oh, because it's a 3D. Right. Oh, I can find this anytime I want. Not really a problem. generation needs to go up a bit faster. Oh, oh. Oh, how big is this thing? 14-inch. 14 inches. Wow, 14 inches is pretty big. Shit. That's the size of the monitor. It's fine. Oh, but that's a life size one. Whoa. Yes. Have a good night, Uni. Probably brainstorm about it off stream and then see how I feel about it. If it's enough idea, I might just do it tomorrow too. Tomorrow. I see. Oh wow, okay, I see. Very dynamic piece. The angle, the lighting, and then the posing, the hair. Possibly more movement and effects, I imagine. Good stuff. Oh, okay. Okay. I may have read that she set fire to an NPC. How very Warhammer 40k coded of her, but I see I have mistaken. I think I want to go for something just more moody, and then just like I want to figure out what the relationship between the two characters is, and then I'll just pose them in some way that that will look like I know what I'm doing, but in reality I do not know what I'm doing. And I'll just let people's imagination take over and do the heavy lifting for me. Target here. Line right. Sequences here. So cool. More work tomorrow. Many work. 1, 2. That's kind of big. Okay. So weird to draw this sideways. Oh my god, because of perspective. We're gonna need to draw a bunch of these and then figure out where to put them. One by one. Could be some cute interactions between these guys too. Also, I kind of also want to show her unhealthy attachment by having these plushies maybe face the screen or something. Maybe make them look at the screen or something. I know currently it's not really set up for that. But to her, like maybe these, like for her, these characters would be larger than life. It would be more real than these would be for anyone else. So they may get the toys to also look at the screen. Alright, good night, Uni. Yeah. Maybe I should do that instead. But if I want to do that, I need to do a full commit. That means like everyone needs to be facing. Everyone would have to face the screen. So there would be, so these guys are kind of like this way, this way, this way, this way. So we have like small ones in front, right? The big ones behind. There might be one that is more like this. Over here. I can still have the harness here, that would be. Might not be able to find enough though, like real life ones, to really make it work. If you can have like big toys here and smaller ones here, like kind of interacting, like sitting next to each other, and then there can be another one that's riding on top of this one, sitting on top of this one or something. It's gonna be pretty hard. No, it will be facing us, right? Because we are right behind her. It'll be facing us. How do you play VR chat with a controller, though? I need to see the control mapping. um... rotate... rotate... What? How do you rotate with left trigger? I guess I don't really know what the square things are for, but it's fine. How would you hold this thing? Let me check. Steam controller in hand. Okay. Is it? I have no sense of skill, man. I've never really touched a controller that much in my life, I think. I just want to make sure that it looks like she's actually holding it and not like just kind of floating in there. I don't really mind the thumbs kind of not touching anything because she is also meant to just be zoned out and not actually moving, but I was actually half thinking I should redraw the hand so that we can convey that better, but so what can I see and what can I not see, right? Yeah, the hand pose versus this controller. I mean, having the thumb near the joystick thingy probably is best. The other hand is good enough, I think. Let's just leave it here. Where is it? Oh, this guy. It's getting really complicated. But yeah, it's also really, like you said, it's really big in the middle, huh? it's so chunky. Oh, also I shouldn't have fitted to her hand. Her hand should have actually fitted to the actual size. How big is this thing again? But it should be all the same, right? I imagine the controllers wouldn't be that different in size. Wait, hang on. Is this not the Steam controller too? Sorry, which one am I using here? What is this thing? Let me ask ChatGPT. How many Steam controllers are there? What is the difference? Which one is the latest for just gaming on PC or something? Third party, not a controller, but a Steam. What the hell is he talking about? New generation, early 2026. Oh, is it not released yet? Wouldn't it be kind of funny if we gave her something that's not released? Oh, maybe it's not yet released yet. Okay, you know what? Then in that case, I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. I'll just confirm it later. So it's primarily just the stuffed animals left. There's a lot of them. And then this poster here, this one here, specifically about death and redemption, I might move it up top And then we might put some I don't know, but it will make the scene it will make the whole thing not safe for work though. But you should get the exclusive. Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Although, like, just to be clear, I don't think she'll be the streamer type. She definitely would not bother streaming. She would not bother wanting to talk to people, interacting. So, you know, the chances of her getting it because she's like a content creator, very, very low. Unless she's kind of like Bocce, where she just uploads gameplay, like how Bocce just uploads her guitar playing, and then got famous that way. But I seriously doubt it. I need a list of stuffed animals that can fit here. I'm kind of tired. This is very intense in terms of compared to usual sort of just sketching and stuff. Or making posters or setting things in scene. It's thinking about what if it makes sense or not. How they should interact together. What other kind of combinations of positioning can we try? I'm really skipping most of that actually. But I wouldn't make it too furry coded. I think actually that's the big three, right? The big three furry female characters. But this one is 100% cursed. I don't know if I can show these on stream actually. Did I? Oh, I did sequence it in here. Okay, that's fine. Oh, oops. So the big three over here. Well, technically not this guy. Is this the original art? Dang, the original art is already kind of cursed, huh? If you're not familiar with furry fandom, basically this is the big three characters that everyone always draws explicit stuff of. Oh, wait a second. I forgot about this, but we should definitely put like a My Little Pony somewhere in here too. Yeah, we definitely want this. Look at that. Probably Pokemon with these guys here. A pony. Rainbow Dash Jar. Wow, you are well versed in your jars. We might do some actually interesting stuff. Like well, not really that interesting because so there is a difference, right? There's a difference between those that are in the fandom and know about all the very, very, very niche and minor stuff versus people that are outside looking in and trying to just set up a character that likes it. I think that is going to be a very obvious difference here. If I can find this character, that would be very impressive, actually. This is an old character that was born in the 4chan boards, actually. And it's I forgot how do I find this character even? It's so minor. Yeah, no one's gonna know who this character is. 100%. I'll be very impressed if you know. I think Mia might know. What are the sequences there? Oh, right. There's a... Oh, man. This is such an old memory. I think the original account probably got nuked. But I remember when I was a kid, there is a... I don't know. I don't think this is the original artist. I don't think this is the original artist. But there was this character by the name of Zwindale that I really like. This was like very, very, very long time ago. I think, yeah, okay, this is the original art, I think. Man, this is really truly lost to the sense of time. I forgot what the original author is called. I think it's the same name, but it's not coming up, so they might have deleted their stuff. Dang, dude. Like, of the fictional characters that I like, I think this is like right at the very beginning. Wow, this is a throwback for sure. The fact that I still remember the name so clearly too. Oh yeah, by the way, George, like this character, MLP character, right, clearly. But it's not official. It's so on 4chan boards, there's a board dedicated to MLP stuff because back when MLP was really, really big and there's a bunch of adult men liking it, they were invading all the other boards, right? All the other boards had a bunch of MLP related threads that nobody liked, so they made a space just for them. And in that space, this character was born. And this character basically is a stuffed animal. She is meant to be a stuffed animal. That's why there's all these lines here. It's meant to be the seams. And I forgot how the story went. There's like a whole story and lore crafting. It's what I don't know if you're familiar with. You know how like the Japanese side of Twitter, they always ask people for questions on the Marshmallow, and then they will answer with art. Way back in the past, it was on Tumblr. It was called Ask Tumblr Blocks, I believe it's called. Basically, viewers would ask a question to a specific Tumblr, and then they would take that, they would draw some art in response to it. Let me see if we can find it. And it was really big for MLP stuff, right? Because our MLP is very much art-oriented. Oh, we can have a Hatsune Miku here too. Actually, let's put a Hatsune Miku stuff animal here. The Miku plush. Oh, sorry, I lost my train of thought. But basically, it was done in like a similar way where people would ask questions and then they will kind of slowly flesh out this character. So this character was meant to just be a stuffed animal. That if you sleep with, she'll protect you from bad dreams. That was the setup for that character. So not only do you make like an MLP plush, I add an MLP plush, it's gonna be very niche. People who know, people who are from the era and they know, they would know. Everyone else is just gonna be like, what? Who is that? But the thing is, this is gonna be back view. It's gonna be kind of hard to see. She might be in there as an Easter egg instead. Like maybe in the corner somewhere. Miku is a good choice. I think Miku is a very standard choice. Miku can go on the top shelf actually. What else can we put here though? I mean, if there's Miku, why not Kato? Why not Neru, right? Why not the three Sambaka together? Yeah, this one's pretty cute. I like the face on this one. They can be like 3 idiots up top, and then is there even a Neru plush? There must be one, right? Actually, if that's the case, we should probably go one step and then add in like Kafu or something. We can get some Kafu representation. That will also be nice. This room is gonna be such a mess. Holy shit. We need a better one than this though. Do we want the Vocaloid or do we want the original artist though? I'm not sure. Oh, Rin and Ren. Oh my god. Why are all the photos? Oh, because they're photos. Huge, bro. Running out of space here. Holy shit, huge. What else can we put in? Well, if we go this route though, if we go Vocaloid route, I might as well put... Oh man, but there's too many. It's too many. It's not like I can put in everything that I've ever listened to. Yeah, VTuber plushies too. That also would work. But like now it's becoming more of like a my room sort of deal rather than her room. So I need to reevaluate everything first. Arc Knight's plush will also work too, honestly. Actually, who would she like out of all the Arc Knight's character? I'm not sure. Arc Knight's Genshin. I've never really played all the other games either. Games. Maple Story representation. A Maple Story plush is pretty... Oh no, it would just be the slimes and stuff, right? Oh yeah, it would just be the slimes and stuff. Games from the past. Oh, I just realized I do have enough space for it. Wait. This is a Homer Simpson moment. Hang on. I just realized that I do have enough space to do that trick with Homer Simpson. I can definitely say do it for her. Here. If I just knock out the T here, this will be HER right here. Everything else will be partially blocked. We can tell what it's meant to be, right? We can guess what it's meant to be. But then we have that set up too. Oh my god, this is big brain. Holy shit. So just because of this setup here for this thing it justifies that poster already. I don't care if it looks lame or not. That thing is fixed, that is it. That's how it's gonna be. Wow, this is impressive. This is kind of impressive how much stuff is going in here. To be fair, I think Faye is probably the only character I can do this for. It would not be nearly as easy to do it for the others, if impossible at all. Maple Story. So games, it would just be Maple Story, Genshin, anime, that kind of stuff. What other games? TF2 represent. I think TF2 representation would probably be, yeah, Spy Crab was one, or like the Sentry, like a Sentry minifigure would be pretty cool. Okay, wow, I truly do not want to finish this on like anytime soon. At this rate, the Spencer plushie, holy shit, holy shit. Sentry, please. Sentry would be really cool if you can put it right next to the Dreadnought. We're never gonna finish this, bro. Am I excited? Yeah, this is one that actually this is peak right here for me, right? Like, okay, assuming we can render it somewhat decently, right? It doesn't even have to be good. We can just do it like a min style where it's line out heavy. The colors are just kind of hand waved with a lot more airbrushing and just texturing. If we can get it to come out like that, that would be peak of the absolute peak. Very peak. Like the game peak. Oh, can I represent game peak? I don't think she will like peak though. Also, once again, I'm getting very carried away because I'm just putting stuff I like, right? That I have played. TF2, I think she probably would play because it's like a shitpost game. You don't really play the game, you play the people. She might enjoy just the chaos in general. So that's fair. Maple's story, maybe it's just cute. Maybe just a plushie that was lying around that she just found. But if I do it that way, then anything can work. What other games are there? Let me look at my Steam real quick. I think that's about it though. Maple's story. Oh, Deep Rock Galactic. Oh, DRG, sort of loot bug. They do actually have an official loot bug plush, so you can, people who know will know. Like, this is absolutely people who knows kind of thing. Yeah, because it's not necessarily that recognizable is the thing. I need more space, broski. Holy shit, I need more space. Alright, the props region needs to get expanded a little bit. Let's get out of here. So the game stuff will be here. This is unrelated. Unrelated. These two here, I have played the games, so we could technically put them in, but their toys either don't exist or don't necessarily look that good, I think. Right, this is Arknight's Steel game section, Vocaloid section, furry character section, right? Let me see my games real quick. So my library. Fallout could be interesting. I think she might like Fallout. Let me see. Oh, what is a good toy for Fallout though? It would be like Deathclaw or something, but Deathclaw is kind of... Because like, who would buy like the mascot? The mascot looks kind of... doesn't look very cute. But it could be something else, right? It doesn't have to be a stuffed animal. It could be like a prop. Maybe she has the collector's edition, right? She has like a Pip-Boy or something. Alright, what else do I got? So... VR chat plush might be interesting. I don't think that those exist. It would just be like a random-ass anime character, but if you know, you know kind of situation again. Oh, if that's the case, I will get, let me see. Share VR chat. This is one of the original avatars that everyone used. And I really like this character as well because it is also like a wolf-based character. Even though, like, you know, physically they don't look any different, right? But what else is there? Apex Legends, whatever, man. Apex Legends, don't care. But Apex Legends could, yeah, it's just Nessie, right? Nessie could work. It is also very very simple to draw, so we do have that. What else is there? Binding of Isaac. Ooh, Actually, any one of these games we can really Binding of Isaac, Bioshock. Binding of Isaac, Bioshock. Bioshock has plush? Well, what would it be though? A Big Daddy plush? Oh my god. It looks kinda cursed. Looks kinda cursed. Let's see, what else is there? Deus Ex, Dota 2, maybe? Fallout, Frostpunk, GTA, Hollow Cure. I mean, that would be the VTuber section, which I forgot to put in, so I'm gonna... Wow, okay, I'm gonna have to sit down and really think this through, because there's a lot of options here, so we probably just want to go for a smaller subset. And then Hololive. Left 4 Dead 2. I don't think Left 4 Dead 2. It would be like the Infected, I guess. It wouldn't look very nice, I don't think. Yeah, because it would look kind of... But we've got TF2 though. We've got TF2. I don't think we need this. But just to reinforce that the fact that I've considered this and I don't want it. I'm gonna put a Boomer plush there. Maple Story, Muse Dash, I don't think that... Muse Dash is interesting because it's a separate genre. A music genre game. Let's not do that. Repo. Rust. Man, I can't imagine her playing Rust and just cussing everyone out constantly. Starbirds would be Kurzgesagt. I think they do have it. Yeah, like this duck here. Wow, okay, that's freaking huge, bro. Star Wars Battlefront, Starbound, Stardew Valley, Terraria. I mean, I spent a lot of hours in Terraria, 200. Stardew Valley only 80. VR chat is what? It's almost at 2,000. Okay, cool. Well, VR chat is almost at 2,000, huh? Like my TF2, the highest that on record is only like 4,400, I think. 4,250. Maple Story probably doubles that, I think. If I were to guess, Isaac is 500. Oh. I have 100 hours in Blender, apparently. Deep Rock Galactic is 723. I think my Dota 2 is also pretty high. It's like 700 or something. 835, wow. Fallout 4, 242. What is my GTA actually? 71 hours. Apex? 540, 500 hours in Apex? I do not even remember playing that much. What? It's insane, bro. I'm not even good at the game. What a waste of time. Ouch. Oh, hello, BS Spermati. Sometimes it's in the wrong account. It's happened before. Man, Dwayne, what would you have done if I left on time? It would be GG. Wow, very botchy. How do English speakers say it? Bocce? Bochi? Surely it's still bocce, right? Oh wow, okay. Yes. Yes, I need this. Bocce? Bocce? Bocce. What did I say? Shit, I forgot what I said. Oh, this is 2 years ago. Apparently this was drawn 2 years ago. Wait, hang on. Did they... Okay, I can... So, because of how clean this looks... Oh no, the line's already done. I guess we skipped some stuff already. Because I'm wondering how they set up the environment. Did they draw a perspective grid first and then like cropped it down? Yeah, we don't really get ambient occlusion. We don't really get very dark darks. There's just like a pretty simple color setup. It's just single light source, no bounce light computed either. Like all these areas not computed. We don't get bounce light from the ground up either. Yeah, rendering isn't necessarily very tight. It's just enough to show, but there's still enough shapes to give it complexity. Also the perspective, also the details in the background. The material, texturing, a little bit of shadows here and there to show that the posters are not part of the walls. It's interesting. Yes, thank you, Duvet. Oh, sorry. Where is Duvet's dailies here? Yeah. Yeah, thanks, Duvet. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. I am still thinking of my own stuff as I'm looking at this. Did I bookmark the one I want to bookmark just now? Kind of autopilot. I forgot if I did it properly. I did not. Yes, good night, George. Thank you, Duvet. I think that's everything. Oh, Spice and Wolf. Spice and Wolf. Spice and Wolf Hollow. This is definitely her crowning jewel. I think she would definitely have one of these, but it's just 100% Spice and Wolf over here. Oh, that reminds me then Liru from like other anime. Even I haven't watched this anime, but if it's a wolf character, we might just pass it. Madoka would also work, I think. Madoka. '86. Made in Abyss. Agent Abyss. What else do we got? Right, but as long as I have the entry point here, I think I can figure out more stuff later. What else is there? What other sort of different direction I can take this in? So we're talking about props and maybe stuffed animals, maybe toys, maybe posters, right? Maybe manga. Right, but as all of these things come in, there's gonna be way too many. So we have to filter them down to stuff that she might like, based on certain concepts here. And what those things might represent. It's a giant glass over here. Okay. Cool. Coco manga, yeah. We'll just stack some volumes up here. Yeah, I need to find out. So we need to approach from her point of view now, right? Because a lot of these things that I'm coming out with, these are what guys would like. You know, it's not really maybe what she would like. Also, I never, yeah, I guess, but we're kind of committed at this point. Is that the existence of these items on screen with her implies that kind of like, you know, in my world, these things will also exist. I don't know if I want that necessarily. It doesn't necessarily clash. We can always change and stuff, blah blah blah. So it's not really a problem. Given what we have right now, I think this is probably the only way we have to really add any more details into this, because otherwise, what else can I do, right? There's nothing I can really do. It's not like I'm about to create like 50 different franchises just so I can populate my own world here. Yeah, okay, so there's no choice. But anyways, so the Warhammer stuff is in there specifically because it's very grimdark. It's Kriegsmen are very suicidal. The concepts would just resonate with her. So for the other things, they will probably only resonate. She will probably only have them if these are just characters that she liked, I think. Whether if it's by design, whether it's by story. Right, I need to write a new set of notes here. So let me check the notes I did yesterday, right? So the only things we haven't really figured out, it would be, yeah, this top corner here. So this top corner here with the Easter eggs. Well, the Easter eggs, part of them would be all the furry stuff, because those are very niche. Posters, even more posters possibly over here for more stuff. Figures, maybe up here. I potentially want to move a poster up here, so we can have some stuff that might be NSFW here. Implications are NSFW. I don't know if the portrayal of those items would necessarily make this piece NSFW. So this might get moved over and we might put another poster here. It depends. Yeah, because if we're setting up juxtaposition here, if we put like an orc here or something, right? It would be quite different. But we need to fill up the space here, so that would be the props. So let's say props. So we have toys, we have books. This can be games. This can be anime. It could also be furry stuff. But this is the three big genre that we have here. Books would just be what kind of stuff that she would like, so it depends now. So what like? The values, principles, morals, I don't know, something that resonate. doesn't have to be suicidal, actually. It just could be sacrificial, I think. Or like cute characters, I guess. Or it could, oh sorry, this would be under aesthetics. And that's the idea of cute characters. And then there's the idea of technically complex. So this is meant to play with her sort of like sewing part. Right, she wants to make toys for herself. So if anything looks really complex, she might just go for it just to take a quick look. Otherwise, it would just be about cute stuff. It would just be maybe like wolf characters. Right, Spice and Wolf is like a huge thing. What else might she like? But that's about it, right? Like, what else do what things do people like? Aesthetically pleasing, something that has inherent value, something that is functional, something has function. Well, but if it's function, this would be here, right? So it'd be functional. No, that's not a word. Funk. So this would be like, I guess, like the props here, basically. Could be old toys. Sorry, old tools. Hard disks, spare keyboards and mouse, that kind of stuff. I think we are cleared on this, on this, on this, on this, on what the hell is that square for? Oh, that's cleared. Alcohol is cleared. Earpiece is cleared. This I don't care. Cool. So we are slowly finishing this off in terms of setup here. Slowly but surely we're finishing this setup here. One thing I have to remember though is that her hands are not going to be colored skin colors, I think. It's a very high chance I will forget, so I'm just gonna shade it in now. Okay, wow, a lot of more stuff. So the next steps would be to come up with a like more comprehensive list of stuff that would possibly have some play in this screen, on this canvas rather. Figure out the principles of each thing, find out if she will like it or not, decide on how much she would like, how what value it plays to her, what kind of value she would place on it, and then that would therefore decide on help us decide on what kind of stuff she might own, and also the order of priority in which the items will be placed. Right. Okay, let me see. So for example, right, so if we have a bunch of toys or other stuff, figures possibly even, whether if they face the screen or not, so she is meant to have a healthy reliance on a sort of emotional attachment to items, to toys, right? So in situations like that, basically, the character would think that these toys are alive to some extent. But maybe not for every single one. Maybe just for the ones that she likes the most. And we will probably be able to show that by how she treats them, right? So the ones that she thinks are alive to her, she might face the screen. And then the other ones might just be thrown about, especially ones that are just there for technical reasons. So that will set up the good contrast against the stuff that's messy versus the stuff that is organized. Right, because this table here is actually very interesting currently. Even though I've tried to make it as messy as possible, right? We have the juice boxes that's kind of lying around. We've got the speakers that's sideways. Some of them is like straight up. We've got the glass that just kind of stands precariously on top of the thing. Trash blocking something that's more health related, so it shows her disposition with regards to that. But then at the same time, she's also very organized in terms of how she's going about certain things. We have the note taking here. We have the post-it notes here. That shows the priority. And then same thing will go for the placements of the other props. So useless junk up top. It would be kind of interesting to have quote-unquote items. Well, I was gonna say junk. If we have items up on the top shelf, that is by all means, like, to a normal person more important. But then to her, she don't care. She kind of leaves it, but she still needs it, so it's up there. Actually, this is the kind of place where ChatGPT shines for like finding shit like this. So suppose the character leaves some items on a top shelf tucked away. I want to show that there are things that might be important to ordinary people, maybe in a help way, but she is suicidal, so she doesn't care enough, but still needs it. Right. What items might fit? Painkillers, bandages, thermometer, prescription medicine, vitamin supplements, crisis hotline, crisis hotline card, and pamphlet. Okay, that is very real. Therapy notes or appointment reminders. Oh. Oh, okay, that is pretty interesting. So there's a big caveat to the whole setup here. If you know the character, a lot of these things make sense. But if you don't know the character, you're basically understanding the character from the environment, right? And I think the more sort of like the heavier sort of more suicidal impact aspect of this thing is going to be hard to come across. I think actually that's a really good, interesting prop to add. Sorry, Duvet, are you trying to cheat? Why do you have two? Why do you have two recommendations today? Crisis hotline cards. What the hell is this thing? Crisis hotline cards. Alright, I think it's interesting. I'm gonna go find. But this would be very location dependent though. That's the thing. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have much time left today, Duvet. Any other items? Hygiene, mental and healthcare planner, stress toys. Oh, broken stress toys might be interesting. Spare batteries, water bottle, socks, pack tea, vitamins, blanket, extra pillow. Small household plants she waters rarely. Gifted items she keeps but doesn't use. Photo of loved ones. Objects with instructions, manuals. I mean, I think we probably have enough stuff. This is gonna be very hard to pack everything in now. Where did my pen go? What? No, that's right. Shit. Functional. Right, these guys also. Oh, yes. Also, stickers maybe on the bolter. Irregular. Okay. It's nice to not have any deadlines for this. We can just slowly creep it up and then just add more and more and more and more and more stuff. Until it's truly done, and then we can slowly render it too. So that's pretty nice. I think I'm just gonna look at Duvay's second daily here, and then I'll probably hop off. A lot of stuff. Yeah, these are all the potential things that we can put in. Is the thing. So this is the third iteration of the notes, right? Like, so the first iteration was just some idea of what's gonna happen, along with some idea of props, right? So this where it's props, like tissue, stuff, animals, that kind of stuff. And then after the first round of stuff going in, because I have time to sort of take a step back, go to work, and come back and have a fresh look, I was like, oh, why don't we add some Warhammer stuff, right? Grimdark kind of fits her own theme. So we added bolters, we added other stuff, put some items on the table. And then third time round, we were just basically figuring out the props. So all the other extra props that we want to go in, specifically the stuffed animals here, and what's going to go on the shelf, and maybe more stuff that fills up this space. I'm not 100%. Oh yeah, this is going to be more stuffed animals actually. Here, more junk on the table. But from what kind of angle, right? Because we need to figure out what kind of stuff she would have on her desk, not what kind of stuff that would be fun for us to add. As fun as that is. So whether if she likes it because she relates it at a more sort of negative thought level, or maybe it's some kind of aesthetics thing. Have you scribbled anything in the art itself? You mean like writing notes and stuff? So there will be space for us to write notes later. Like there are these post-it notes here for like these very inflatable stuff that she wants to get. There's gonna be a to-do list kind of stuff to check out on the monitor here, like in VR chat that she wants to check out. Which reminds me actually, wait, I do need to make this look more like VR chat actually. I'm not even gonna be able to see this. I'm just gonna leave the word more here. Because it's not very noticeable that it is VR chat. If you have been to the world, you would know what it is. 100%. But I want to put the icon of the mic here. Yeah. Like, I want more cable, so you put sketches of cable here now. Oh no, like, I don't want to do anything right now because I'm already too tired. So that's why I just put the scribbles here. Sorry, I don't really get it, Duvet. Because if you're saying scribble, right, you're implying writing. Isn't that just the notes then? What do you mean, like, not just in the note really? Because scribble, I am thinking of like text and stuff. That's why I'm thinking of like the text here. Right, the doodle. I think, well, technically this is the doodle. Everything else is the doodle, like these doodles here. I get what you mean. The reason why I don't put them in right now is because I don't know what would be there anyways, right? Because I need it to be thematically, I needed to match her 100%. So at least I know the stuffed animals are here, so I can put that in. But otherwise, oh shit. Why did I write the green text? God damn it. Good thing I didn't screw this up. Okay, thank God. Eat. Almost screwed it up. But yeah, because I don't know what shapes are gonna go there anyways, I might as well just leave it as text. We don't actually need the Dreadnought figure now, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, because she already has a bolter, she already has the thing. It already has enough implication here for Warhammer 40k. So we probably can save it for like some other anime stuff, some other games and anime stuff. But yeah, let me look at your guy here. Did I put it in the Discord? I think I just did, right? Everything happens on autopilot. I seriously cannot remember. I did not yet. Okay. Because originally it was meant to just be 40k and nothing else. But now that we're expanding on the thing, it probably is enough. But I think it's a good thing that Warhammer 40k is the most referenced thing, because I need the heaviness from the thing. That's why I want to put in even one more poster. And it's gonna take a while. I think if we slot the Arknights thing in here, it's gonna be by the end of next week, I think, earliest. At this rate we're going. This rendering is pretty cool, by the way. I'm trying to figure out what I'm looking at, because... Oh, oops. I always do that. I thought I didn't open it yet. Oh, oops. Oh, come on, man. I guess we don't have enough pixels. I just want to see... I'm guessing it's a lot of, like, sketch lines. Then the main thing goes in. Then there's the... So sketch lines, the base color. Some smaller brush strokes, but for the darker stuff and the lighter stuff. And then maybe, like, the texture on top afterwards. There's like two usages, I think. There's one where you use the brush, the rig brush, to draw the lines, and there's one that's using it to erase it, I think. This feels like more like erasure to me, because there's like a circle here almost. So maybe paint it with a round brush first and then erase the sideways. Yeah, it's interesting. I am starting to like the painting stuff more. I wonder why. Maybe before I didn't like it because I felt like I can never do it. But I still like clear edges though. The reason why I like this is also because it's pretty, it's very crisp. Relatively speaking, I guess. You can see the individual lines. Feels very fine and very crisp, very deliberate. Would it be too noisy though? Hard to say. I think like this is like a more realistic face, right? And there's also more scratching and texturing here and there. If this was like an anime face, I wonder if this would be too noisy. Because this part would be super clean. There wouldn't even be a nose here, right? It would just be like a blob of color. The mouth would not be rendered to this extent. But then in exchange, the eyes would be bigger and the eyes would have more details too. But other than that, like I feel like I don't necessarily like the colors that I'm seeing. No, not just this one specifically, but it's still blue and yellow, right? But the other one that we have in our reference board here with Rin is so much more vibrant. It's so much more vibrant. It's so much more aesthetically pleasing. Where's the other one? Did I not bring it in? I didn't bring it in. But yes, thank you, Duvet. Oh, it's a canvas texture. I was trying to see what this was. Canvas texture. Wonder why the sequencing broke. Actually, I don't think necessarily it's 100% change in what I like. I think the setting in my brain got changed because of the current target. Because currently we're targeting color practice, right? Primarily, we're not talking about rendering things yet. So I kind of lowered the limit, the threshold, because otherwise we would never be done. Like it would always feel like it looks like shit. I might have lowered it because of all the color practice we did so far, but I'm not sure. Yeah, because I've been staring at this for a while now, before, right? So... Oh, actually, I kind of like the colors now. Yeah, I kind of like the colors now, actually. I thought the corner might have been too bright if I tried this thing, but then if this is the case, I can put in text. I can put in other things that can suggest more stuff. Yeah, it's not too bad, actually, this one here. We're slowly doing it. We're very, very slowly bringing the rear up. But anyways, thank you, Devay. Yeah, send the links. I did, right? How many times did I ask this today? Oh, I just realized there's a very, very specific but important detail here if you want to be realistic. This stupid screen here... This stupid screen here doesn't turn off properly unless you use a freaking remote control to turn off the screen. Otherwise, it doesn't turn off. Oh, I know. Ah, shit, I screwed it up again. I was wondering why there's no white border. The reason why is because I merged the previous layers and it got rasterized. So it's no longer a setting. So if I turn on the white border, the ones I already have it will be even brighter. Somehow. But yes, thank you guys for coming. Every day it feels like we made a lot of progress, but we still have so much longer to go. But it's pretty good. Slowly getting there. I will see you guys tomorrow. We might continue on this. We might work on the Arknights one. I'm not 100% sure. But have a good night, guys. Goodbye.